That's right. Looks like President Obama did not bother to ask the Mexican president about Sergeant Andrew Tahmooressi in their phone call just a short time ago. Florida Congresswoman Elena Ros-Lehtinen joins us. Congresswoman, I cannot believe it. I have the readout, the summary. He's talking to the president of Mexico. No mention of our Marine.
It is inexcusable. It is inexplicable. It is obscene. It is horrific. This is a Marine veteran. This is a hero who has served our country in combat, worn our nation's uniform.
2 tours.
Two tours, suffering with PTSD, trying to get help. As you pointed out, because you did that route, it is very easy to make a wrong turn. He took a wrong turn from the U.S. into Mexico, a wrong turn into the Twilight Zone. Meanwhile, he's been in a Mexican prison, and the days languish on for him. And he is beaten. He has been chained. He has been treated terribly. He's had some contact with the consulate. But what about the higher-ups? Well, I personally spoke to Vice President Biden about this case. He was not completely up to speed on it. I explained it to him, handed him a letter. He said he's going to look into it. This was now 8 days ago. What has he done? Well, the Vice President today had a working lunch with the minister, the Interior Minister of Mexico. Did he bring up the case of this Marine hero? Also, the President of the United States spoke to the President of Mexico, Peña Nieto. Didn't we just ask about it? No, demand that he be freed immediately. We are beyond the status quo of this Marine. We are in demanding that he be released immediately.
What I don't get, and so I looked at the readout, the notes that the White House supplies itself. These aren't notes I took, but the White House gives these notes of what the two presidents talked about. I'm hoping that this was an oversight, that that he actually had a conversation. They forgot to put it in the notes. I don't think so, because in my wildest dreams, I don't think I mean, I can't imagine President Obama not bringing it up with the president of Mexico. But not only that, they've got this petition website. And the White House says, you get 100,000 signatures in 30 days, and we'll answer your question. Well, that's a joke. That happened 21 days ago, and they haven't answered. It's like nobody gives a damn. Even the new press secretary, he says to Ed Henry, I'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you.
When?
That is exactly what we just get told every time from the White House. As you pointed out in your previous segment, this is a town with no accountability, and that goes right up to the top. Now they'll probably tell us, oh, well, the president did, but it's such a sensitive nature that we didn't put it down in the notes of the transcripts of what was talked about. Baloney. This is very clear that it was not talked about, and we're not asking for the status quo. We're not asking for what's happening. We're saying release this Marine. He has suffered enough. And as you pointed out in your show, Greta, remember that Mexican officials have made the wrong turn into the U.S. many a time. And what do? Oh, my golly, we practically put rose petals before their feet. We let them go back with their guns, and it's a problem. And yet one Marine stumbles into the Twilight Zone, and we have to treat him like he's a criminal. This is unforgivable.
I'm not even going as far as you are and saying the president should demand the release. I'm saying the president should demand that they fast track it, that a judge or prosecutor look at the case, because if anyone simply looks at this, he would be released. I'm not even saying step all over Mexico and order them to do something. I'm saying just ask them, beg them, just look at the facts of this case. Do that much.
Well, the problem with just doing that, and you're right, that would be the diplomatic thing to do, is that it's gone on too long, number one. Number two, those jails are controlled by the drug cartels. And number three, they have a justice system that's in quotes, because it is not fair and balanced. It is not impartial. And they see Marines, especially as our heroes, as the enemies of the Mexican people, people who are trying to deport them back to their country. So it's not a level playing field. And I congratulate the people, the family, his mom. This has been a grassroots campaign. And I was involved, as you know, because you helped me and Bill O'Reilly in bringing one of my constituents home who also made the wrong turn into the Twilight Zone, John Hammer, and Olivia, his mom. She's helping Jill, this brave Marine's mom, all the way. But how sad that it's almost like a bake sale at the school level when we have all these big forces working against you. The president should be be advocating for his release. They shouldn't be up to the moms to plead with elected officials to help them. It's pathetic.
Yeah, and I hope the American people just keep calling the White House, keep pounding it, because sooner or later, call the State Department. Senator Secretary John Kerry can help too. But Congresswoman, thank you very much.
Thank you, Greta. Thanks. Keep it up.